I like drugstore makeup, you like drugstore makeup. We should be friends, right? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
But you gotta have friends. Stop singing! Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Today we're going to be doing a full face of 20 products under $20. So if you want to see more, definitely keep on watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. You know you want to come back and see more. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, starting off strong. I just talked about this in my monthly favorites video. I have been loving the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. If you want a hydrating primer that's going to give you a tacky base before makeup, this is the one. It's pretty much like rubbing hair gel on your face, but in the best way. It just smooths everything out and gives you that nice little tacky base. And personally, I find the stickiness a little bit satisfying. For complexion, we're going in with one of my all-time favorite foundations, high-end or drugstore. It's just one of the best. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Skin Tint. They market it as a skin tint, but it's pretty much just a medium coverage foundation with a very serum-y, liquidy consistency. It gives you a glowy finish, but it's not overly greasy or hydrating, so it lasts really well on the skin. It comes with this little dropper. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade 110. Might be a little bit light, so I'm actually gonna mix in a little bit of 118 as well. Just a smidge. You can see here on the back of my hand, it's super liquidy. Is that good? I feel like that's pretty good. Maybe a little light, but it's fine. We'll make it work. And I'm just pressing that into the skin with my foundation brush. I like to use a foundation brush with this product because it is pretty liquidy, so I feel like a sponge sort of soaks up a lot of the product. Such a beautiful foundation. I feel like it'll work for a lot of different people, dry skin, combo skin, normal skin, maybe even oily skin, because again, it gives you that dewy, luminous finish, but it lasts super well, at least on my skin. For concealer, I'm gonna go with my Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Finish Concealer. This concealer, there's something about it that is super smoothing on the under eyes, so I really enjoy it. It gives you a medium coverage in a like satin matte finish, but it's not drying. If you have more deep set under eyes, this is really nice because it's gonna help smooth out and like blur out that area a bit. So I'm taking C4 on my face to conceal blemishes or discoloration. And then I'm taking C1 under the eyes to conceal and brighten. And because it has more of that like satin matte finish, it's pretty good at concealing blemishes or any discoloration on the face because it's not gonna reflect light in that area like a dewy or luminous concealer can do. So I really like it for spot concealing actually. Okay, before we go any further, I did want to pop on some lip balm because my lips are dry as the Sahara. So I'm gonna pop on the Catrice Hydrating Lip Gloss Lip Jam. It says it's a lip gloss, but it's more like a tinted lip balm. It kind of has like the consistency of Aquaphor if you've ever tried that. I have mine in the strawberry shade flavor, but they have different ones. Like I think they have a peach or a melon and maybe a grape. I love this. It's so hydrating. Ugh. And it gives you just a little bit of color. So it's nice to pop on for every day just to liven up the complexion a little bit, and it's really nourishing on the lips. I highly recommend them. They're like $5 off Amazon. And it smells so good, so good. Okay, let's go ahead and pop on some brows because I'm feeling real weird. Real weird without my brows. I have been using brow powders almost exclusively. There's something about a brow powder that it's just so easy, so fast, so easy. You don't have to be super precise, but it just looks so soft and natural. I really like this one from Arches and Halos. It is their Duo Luxury Brow Powder. I have mine in neutral brown. I really exclusively use the lighter shade because the deep one is a little bit intense, and this is a very pigmented brow powder. But I just like to take a little angled brush and just start brushing it in. Like, because this is more pigmented, you kind of have to be a little bit careful, but I like that it's more pigmented because it's just so fast. And if you mess up, it's not that big of a deal because it's a powder, so you can kind of just brush it away. It's not like a pomade where it's going to smudge everywhere. And I mean, like, for days when I'm doing like 5-minute makeup and I just want something super quick, super easy, like I literally just want my brows on and like a little bit of lip balm, maybe some concealer. I'm rushing my kids to the bus stop. This is my go-to brow routine because you literally cannot get any faster. So if I do have extra time, I sometimes will take my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This is one of my favorite brow products. It's so natural. It gives you those really tiny, like precise hair strokes, and I like doing this in the front portion of my brows because then it looks more natural overall. You don't have to do this. You can just leave it with the brow powder, but because I have a little bit more time today, might as well. And then I like to just let it like dry for a minute, and then I will brush it out with a spoolie just to like soften the lines. If you go in right away, you're not gonna get as much pigment. It's better to let it like sit for a second and then go in and brush it out. Just a little tip for you. Let's do some cream bronzer. I think this is my favorite cream bronzer from the drugstore. I really have been enjoying that Milani like liquid contour. That's really nice, but I've been using this longer, so I feel like it's only fair that I pick this one. This is the NYX Wonder Stick. I actually really love the highlighters on these as well, but I did pick another highlighter that I wanted to feature. So today I'm just gonna be using the contour side. I'm using the one in Fair. And you can draw these directly on the face, or I like to put them on my brush just to get a little bit more control. Tap some off on the back of my hand, and then I will go in and just gently pat it into the skin. I like the tone of this one a lot because it leans a little bit cooler, but it's not super gray or ashy. So it's not gonna make you look skeletal, but it is more natural looking, I feel, when I'm at my palest. If I go in with something too warm, it looks a little bit more unnatural, in my opinion. For liquid blush, I'm gonna go in with my Insync liquid blushes from Half Caked Beauty. You can get this brand off of Amazon. They're an indie, vegan, cruelty-free, natural brand, and they're sister-owned. I think it's just a really cute brand to support, and I love the nostalgia of this. Like, Insync was one of my favorite bands when I was a little girl. I had a poster. You know, boy bands were all the rage. So I like to just take a little bit. This is in the shade Maybe Baby, which is just a really pretty ballerina pink. And I take some on my stippling brush, and I just start pouncing that into the skin. These are pretty pigmented, so you don't need a lot, but I like how they dry down and they last all day long. And this color just gives you the most beautiful, natural pink. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. It's a really nice neutral pink, I feel. Take some along top of the nose. Ooh, it just melts into the skin. Such a pretty blush. I haven't used this in a while. Oh, why did I stop using it? Love it! Very, very pretty. Very pretty. All right, let's go ahead and set the makeup. You already know, e.l.f. Halo Glow Loose Setting Powder. One of the best powders ever. Drugstore, high-end. It's so good. So good. I literally cannot believe how good it is. So I'm just gonna take a ginormous fluffy brush and just set the cheeks down. Honestly, I don't really need to set that concealer because it's pretty self-setting, at least on my skin. And if I don't have to put powder under my eyes, I'm not going to because I do have more dry skin. So if I can get away with not setting, I'm not gonna set. I'm gonna get away with it. You know, you already know, girl. You already know. I love that powder because it sets your makeup so it's gonna stay in place, but it doesn't take away that glowy finish. It's pretty undetectable. Like, I don't know what magic is in this powder, but I freaking love it. I hope e.l.f. never discontinues this because I will literally cry. I will cry. Okay, one of my favorite powder bronzers from the drugstore are these 24-hour fresh wear infallible bronzers from L'Oreal. They have so many shades, which is awesome. You go L'Oreal. You're out there showing the other brands how it's done. I have mine in the shade 200 Fair. These are, again, pretty pigmented, so you don't need a lot, but they're just so smooth on the skin and velvety. They give you just a nice wash of color, and I love the tone of this one. I'm just doing a light dusting. This is one of my favorite blushes in my entire collection out of all of my blushes. The Blushed Rouge Duos, I think that's what they're called. It's like the blush duos from Juvia's Place. I have mine in volume 4, which is this amazing bubblegum pink and hot poppy Barbie pink little duo, but they have tons of different shades, so if pink is not your jam, don't you worry, they have a shade for you. But I personally feel like this light cool tone pink is so flattering and it just looks so youthful on my skin. It always just wakes up my complexion. If my skin's looking a little bit dull, I just pop a little bit of this blush on and I feel like, bam, I look 5 years younger. At least that's what I tell myself. All right, let me go in and brush out these little pen strokes before I forget. Everything's looking good. Let's go ahead and highlight. Again, if you have seen my monthly favorites from January, you already know. You already know what a love affair I have been having with this highlighter. It's so stinking beautiful. If you want to shine bright like a diamond, these Dreamlight highlighters from Moira are where it's at. They are where it's at. They have so many good shades. Where's my highlighter brush? You know, I need a new highlighter brush because I can never find mine. I'm just gonna take a fluffy brush, swirl it around. Oh, it's gorgeous. It looks wet on the skin. It's intense, but because of this baked formula, it literally just melts into your skin. Oh, I love it. I have mine in Reckless Love, but they have a lot of different amazing shades. It is beautiful. What else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? I think that's it. So we can do eyes now. All right, so for eyes, I have even more Moira products because Moira is just one of my most favorite affordable brands. They are out there showing the drugstore how to do good, high quality, affordable makeup. Their eyeshadows, their lip liners, their highlighters, their powders, they are so good. So good, so good, so good. Let me calm down. I think I had too much espresso. Hi, Kitty. For eyes, I'm gonna be using this Soul of Fire eyeshadow palette from Moira. Oh goodness, look at this color story. The blues, the greens, the purples. You got warm tones. You got a beautiful black. This black is so pigmented, and these shimmer shades are so smooth, so buttery, so reflective. Gorgeousness, but I don't know if I'm gonna be using one of these shimmers today because I do wanna go in with these Moira Starshow shadow pots, which are so beautiful. These are Hourglass scattered light dupes. They come in these little like pots with a stopper to prevent them from drying out. I have 4 shades. Eureka was one of the first shades that I bought. It's this gorgeous cool tone taupey purple. I also have Quartz, which is a white diamondy type shade, and then 2 more neutrally shades. 03 literally is more of a champagne-y shimmer, and then I also have 04 Showtime, which is more of a pink toned shimmer. It's not pink, it's more of like a pink champagne, rose gold kind of thing. They're all gorgeous, so I definitely want to incorporate those into my looks. And then I also did want to use these silky eyeliner pencils from Pixi because these deserve way more hype. They are so creamy, so pigmented, so blendable. They last all day long. They are amazing, amazing eyeliners from the drugstore. They're around $12, but they're definitely worth it. So good. So I want to use these eyeliners, I want to use the shadow pots, and I want to use this eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I think we're going to do like a black to red smoky liner, and then we're going to put Eureka all over the lid because this is my favorite shade, and I really want to show you guys how stunning it is. So I'm going to start with the black silky eye pencil from Pixi, and we're just going to go all the way there, guys. We're going to go all the way. I'm going to pop this into my waterline. This looks so awkward. I just have to pull up my lid and I start putting it in the upper waterline and then also like in between my lashes while trying to dodge my eyeball. Getting the liner as close to the eye as possible is really going to give you that sultry, smoky effect. Alright, so here's the fun part. We're going to start building the wing. Drawing on some black on this outer corner here. And then I'm going to take my little angled brush and just blend that out before it sets. These are very blendable, but you don't want to wait too long. I'm not trying to smudge it too far, but I do want the drama. I'm going to start drawing the wing. I'm not going to draw it as far as I want because I'm going to smudge the rest of the shape. And remember, when it comes to these like smoky eyeliners, you can always add more liner, add more product. So don't go in with too much right off the bat. It's easier to add than it is to take away. Once I have that smudged out, I'm gonna go back in with the eyeliner and just add a bit more because I want it to be like a gradient where it goes from deepest to lightest. And then I just lightly smudge out the edges. Okay, once I got that pretty smudged out, we're gonna go in with the shadow. Where is my eyeshadow palette? How did I misplace an eyeshadow palette? It's under my mirror. Oh gosh, I'm losing it. I'm gonna first go in with this bright, fiery red shade, and I'm just gonna start pressing that over the black liner. but not like super close to the lashes. I mean, like pretty much over all the liner, but I'm gonna save this spot super close to the lash line for the black, if that makes sense. I'm just sort of like stamping it on. I want to diffuse the edges just a little bit. I'm taking it all the way into this inner corner. Sorry if you can hear my dog. He was just gallivanting around outside, so he's all worked up. I'm just taking some of that black shadow from the palette now on a very tiny brush, and I'm gonna stamp that really close to the lash line. And I'm also gonna use that really tiny brush to do a little inner corner detail. I'm just popping a little bit of my bronzer in the crease so it's not bare up there when I go in to add the glitter, which we're gonna do now. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Eureka. So gorgeous. I think I'm gonna try to take it on a brush. We'll see how that works. I just wanna pop it like all over the lid. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm just sort of tapping. I don't necessarily want this to be like super opaque. Like you can really layer these on for more of an opaque color, but if you tap them like this, they're a little bit more sheer and sparkly, which is what I think I want today. Can you see that shine? So pretty. And I think that color looks really cool with the red as well. My current favorite mascara from the drugstore is the Milani Lash Extensions Tubing Mascara. So the reason why I love this is honestly because I'm lazy. It comes off in little tubes with warm water. You don't need a waterproof makeup remover. You don't need anything fancy. Warm water does the trick, but it doesn't smudge or flake. So the reason why I really love this is because it's so easy to remove and I am lazy. So for my quick and easy days when I don't feel like using a waterproof makeup remover, this is the trick. I feel like it gives you a good length and you can build it up to get some more volume, but you have to be careful because the formula is super, super, super liquidy. So do not go in with too much on your brush, and you have to kind of wait in between coats to build it up. If you go in with too much, again, it's gonna clump all your lashes together and make you look like you have 3 weird clumpy lashes. So less is more with this formula. If you don't like this one or you don't want a tubing mascara, then I would recommend the Maybelline Sky High. That's one of my other favorites. It holds a curl so well and it's super lengthening. The L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara is also really, really good if you like something more volumizing. It's kind of hard to see with this intense eyeliner on, but it does give really nice length. So if you really like lengthening mascara and you want something super easy to remove, check out this little teal tube from Milani. Let's wipe off this lip balm. My current favorite liner from the drugstore or like from an affordable brand are these Lip Appeal waterproof lip liners from Moira. They're a little twist up applicator. They are so creamy, so pigmented, and they stay in place. This is the color Discreet. It's like a deeper cool tone brown. One of the best gloss formulas from the drugstore that I don't hear anybody talking about, and it's a travesty. It is a travesty because this gloss formula, super shiny, not sticky. I love the shade of this one in particular, Champagne Cushion Cut. It's like a pinky brown that leans a little bit warms. It just goes with everything. It smells like vanilla, but it has like a minty kind of like plumping feel on the lips, but it's not painful at all. But I really do feel like it makes my lips look more plump. This is so good. Ooh, you see that shine? Nice and glidey and comfy on the lips. So pretty. All right, let's take down the hair. My hair is a wild today, but we're just gonna go with it. It's like a lion's mane today. Last but not least, let's set the brows. I love the Milani Clear Brow Gel. It's not the most like shellacking brow gel ever, but gives you nice separation for that like fluffy look and gets the job done. It doesn't make your brows look like shiny or anything like that, and it's not crunchy. I'm gonna add just a smidge more bronzer. We're gonna lock it all in with the setting spray that will save your life, make your makeup last because it's called Make It Last. The Milani Make It Last, one of the best. Ooh, the sprayer is so good too. This really does lock your makeup in. Oh wait, let me brush away those mascara marks. Don't want to lock that in. So yeah guys, that completes this look. This is a full face of 20 products under $20. I love the way this look turned out. I think it's so sultry and smoky. No one would be able to tell that this glitter is under $20. No one would be able to tell that this whole makeup situation is under $20. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. I love all of these makeup products. Be sure to leave me a comment down below letting me know what is your favorite makeup product under $20. If I haven't checked it out, I definitely will. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this, okay? And I'll catch you guys in my next video.